Hi everyone, thanks for joining in. This is Anna Hellman, and I wanted to come and share a little bit about the April paper pumpkin kit today. There was kind of a lot of hype leading up to this one, and I totally understand why, because it is super, super cute. This was our first paper pumpkin kit designed specifically for kids. And speaking of kids, I have somebody beside me who's probably dying to say hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. So my little stamping helper is here. And this kit is just so much fun. It's so bright and cheerful and summery. Comes together really easy, and these are perfect projects for kids. So actually last night while I was having a card class, my little helper was in here getting into my kit before me, and the end result was we lost one of the stamps that came with the set. But hey, that's okay. Life goes on.
Hey there.
So let me show you what comes with this kit. Here's the photo and the instructions that comes with the kit. On the inside are the instructions. On the back side, we have alternative ideas, which are always fun. But what the original kit comes with is enough materials to make 3 of these fun kiwi popsicle cards, 3 of these popsicles cards, 3 of the rainbows, and 3 of the watermelons. So let me show you how these card bases work. So this is what they look like. All you do is fold them in half and decorate. So we have the kiwis, the regular popsicle, watermelon, oh, wrong, rainbow, and watermelon. Which one did you use first when you decided to start using this kit?
I think it might have been the rainbow popsicle.
That one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here are the stamps that come with the set. We have the little watermelon, a popsicle, and then some cute greetings. We're going to use this one in a little bit, and this is the one that is MIA at the moment. And hopefully we find it someday. We got Bermuda Bay ink this time, some cute twine. These we have not even touched, but I love these stickers.
I was going to.
You were going to. So we have lots of stickers left. Here's the die cuts that came. Then we have these adorable envelopes. So there's enough here for 12 cards. And let me show you 3 of the ones the way they were designed to be created. Then we're going to create the 4th one together, which will only take a couple of seconds. So here is the kiwi card. Put the glittery die cut in the background, stamped the white die cut, and added some twine. Here is the rainbow popsicle. These are just so much fun. They'll be great to send these to the kids, but gosh, I think anybody would love these cards. And the rainbow with the happy birthday. So there's those 3. We'll show those in a second. Yes, my helper is tapping on my side. So let's look at the watermelon. And I'll pull the instructions in here so that I can see what it is supposed to look like according to the instructions. But remember, you can always create these however you want. So in the instructions, the silver little, what is this? I have a way with words today. It seems like the little die cut goes on. Hold on a second. Hold on. We'll put the twine. Your twine can go on either before you put your silver piece on or after. Doesn't matter. I just run a little bit of that tape on there.
Messy thread.
Wrap this around a few times. And trim this off. And then we'll add our tag. We already stamped the tag. Which greeting did we use, Kelsey?
Way to go.
Way to go. Oh, that's right, because the other one that's round we lost. Here, let's use dimensionals.
Oh.
We'll pop it up a little bit. And add that right in the center. So that's how fast these cards come together. Like I said, you get 3 of each for a total of 12. Now let's look at a few alternative ideas, and then we're actually going to create one more thing before we go. Do you want to show them the one you made before we do anything else? So here is one that Kelsey made, which I thought turned out really cute.
I was supposed to use the sprinkle ones right here. I was trying to make this one.
That one on the alternatives?
Yeah.
Very good. See, those alternative ideas are really helpful, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
The sprinkles, and I couldn't really do the bow because I forgot.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't know how.
You don't have... Oh, we need to teach you because you could totally make a bow.
Mm-hmm.
So she just stamped the popsicles, colored them in with your markers, and added a few sequins.
I did these a light color and then these a little bit darker.
Very nice. Very nice. So I'll show you a couple of cards similar to Kelsey's that I created with these stamps in the stamp set, and using some note cards and envelopes. If you haven't seen our note cards and envelopes, it's a really nice set that comes with the card bases already cut and the envelopes to match. They're a little bit smaller than if you make your own cards from cutting your 8.5 by 11 cardstock in half. A little bit smaller, but I really love these note cards. So I used the stamps, just stamped with Memento black ink. And then on this one, I used my blends markers to color in that watermelon and get that blending effect. This one, I used just my regular Stampin' Write markers just to kind of messy color in. And I really like how that looks. And I didn't have to worry about getting it perfect because nobody wants to stress out about getting their coloring perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say you want to make these pieces in your kit go a little bit farther. And you could cut them in half. I'm trying to find one of them. So if you want to take one of the card bases and cut it in half, where did those go, Kelsey? Here they are.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You can take this piece, cut it in half in the center. I did a little bit of trimming just to make it look rounded there in the center. And then
you can glue it on there.
I created this scrapbook page. So I stamped the watermelon in light green all over the background, and then I used the pre-printed watermelon here with some of that messy thread. I can add a tag for whatever the occasion is, but these big bright images will be really cute for using on scrapbook pages. Now that leaves me with this piece right here, and I want to give you an idea for how to use it. So if you want to split these card bases up and make them go double far, here's an idea for you. So I am going to use a couple colors of ink and my blending brushes. Are you excited?
I want to do it.
Kelsey just went, ooh. I hope somebody else went, ooh. So here's what I'm going to do. And I should have some scrap paper.
I want to do it.
You want to do it? Wait a second. I'll let you do some of that pink. So this is garden green ink. You could use any green, but I am just going to use this to swirl some of that color onto the edges. And this is not going to be perfect by any means.
Blending brushes are never perfect.
Never perfect.
Because they're kind of out of the lines.
Yeah, we're not going for perfect here. We're going for just some blending and something pretty, right? Crafty. We're going for something crafty. So there, I got some green on the edges. Now, Kelsey, can you reach up this far so everybody can see?
Yeah.
So here is, this one is Melon Mambo, I believe.
Yes.
Remember to start off of the edge so that you get your blob of ink on your scrap paper.
Oh.
See how you got a little blob there? You start on your scrap paper and then work your way on, then you won't get that.
What?
Look at that technique. I love that. If you haven't tried that one before at home, you should try that. Okay, you do a little bit and then I'll blend it a little bit more, okay? Now after we get this color on here, I'm going to use one of the stamps from the set to add some little seed-like images to it. What do you think? Does that look good?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even going to blend that anymore.
I
think that's spectacular, okay? So, I pulled out this little stamp that has like little spots, five little circles on it. And I thought about looking for a different stamp in my collection that would look like a seed, but I thought, you know what? This looks pretty close to me. You want to stamp some of those on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Let Kelsey do that.
I got a little too much.
Too much? How do you get too much? You're okay. It won't come off. So while she's doing that, I'm going to get my card base ready here. We will actually turn this into a card. So I will pull out one of the stamps from the set. Kelsey, should we say "you are so cool" or "happy birthday" on this one?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, I'm going to move this. I think that's pretty good. How many C's are you going to put on there?
I'm making it look good, like that.
Look good. We definitely want it to look good. So, hold on a second. So, I just stamped this, and it wasn't perfect. Should have been using my Stamparatus. Sometimes with your photopolymers, you can get them lined back up like that and stamp. So, that looks pretty good considering it didn't stamp all the way the first time. So what do you think? Should we put some dimensionals behind that watermelon, Kelsey?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can eat it.
I'll put you on that job.
Nuggy.
And we'll stick this watermelon on and we'll have another alternative card idea.
Only 5.
Okay.
Is that enough?
That's perfect. So those are our ideas for this kit. It's so much fun. If you haven't tried, is that how you want it?
Yeah.
If you haven't tried Paper Pumpkin, I really encourage you to try it out. These kits have been getting better and better. It is just $22 a month. You can decide whether you want to sign up month by month and you'll be billed when the kits ship around the 15th of the month. Or you can do a prepaid option where you purchase 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months at a time. And then they will send you the kits until your subscription runs out, which you can pause it for a little while and then start your subscription back up if you like. Those prepaid ones make fantastic gift options. But as you can see, we have lots and lots of fun ideas from this month's kit. And Kelsey, what is this one called? Too Cool?
Yeah.
Is that what the box says on the side? I thought this one was called Too Cool. I couldn't remember for sure.
No, it says So Cool.
So cool, so cool. So here you can see all these fun things we created. Now, if you are not a subscriber, you cannot go back and order the previous kits. It's one of the huge advantages of being a subscriber because you can go back and order these. So hope you enjoyed this. If you want to subscribe, please send me a message. Those of you watching on YouTube, I am going to link down below with information where you can subscribe to sign up to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. Thanks for joining in. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you again next time.